Good morning, doctors. My name is Dr. Cristina Barahona. I'm going to talk about large intestine. Large intestine is the last part of the digestive system. It longs 1.5 meters. Its principal function is to absorb water from ingestible food and foreign waste material. The functions of the large system are absorbing water to form stool solids. Other function is absorption of vitamins through the bacteria that live in the large intestine. These are called conventional bacteria that break down the ingestible polysaccharides or fibers in diet into short-chain fatty acids. Other function is reducing acidity because it secretes bicarbonates to neutralize the increased acidity. Other function is produce antibodies. And the appendix is a confluence of several lymphoid tissues to produce immunity. Large intestine is formed by appendix, ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, and anus.
3.
This is the large intestine from the biting model. Right here we have the cecum. Oh, actually, the ileum dumps right into here, into the large intestine.
Okay.
After all that reabsorption, comes to the cecum. The appendix is right here.
Okay.
Then it goes right up the ascending colon, all the way to the transverse, down the descending, to the sigmoid colon, where it touches the internal anal sphincter and external anal sphincter. Internal anal sphincter has smooth muscles, no control. The last one, the external, is made of skeletal muscle, which controls tight butthole.
Which we control.
Yes.
Okay.
The second is a pouch and is a peritoneal organ. It is the beginning of the large intestine and connects to the ascending colon. Here we can find the appendix is connected. Other is the ascending colon. It's formed by the austres. It goes from the second to the transverse colon and is 20 centimeters long. The waste material is moved outwards by the peristalsis, and when the ascending colon arrives to the liver, it's formed the hepatic flexure. The transverse colon, it goes from the hepatic flexure to the splenic flexure. It is covered by the braid omentum, and it's a posterior side we can find transverse mesocolon. It's an intraperitoneal organ and it's mobile. Descending colon, it goes from the splenic flexure to the beginning of the sigmoid colon. Its function is to store food that will be emptied into the rectum. Sigmoid colon. After the ascending colon and before the rectum, it has an S-shaped and it has muscular walls. Contract to increase the pressure inside the colon, causing the stool to move into the rectum. Rectum is the last 20 centimeters of the large intestine. It has longitudinal folds called anal columns. The anal canal opens to the exterior at the anus. It has two sphincters, interior anal sphincter which is involuntary and external anal sphincter which is voluntary. Both sphincters control the release of the feces through the anus.
In the digestive system, the mechanical action of teeth grinds food down into smaller particles, and the chemical and wetting action of saliva begins the breakdown of starches into more digestible sugars. The food is pushed through the esophagus into the stomach, where gastric acids and muscular churning continue the chemical and mechanical digestion of proteins in the food. In the duodenum, food continues to be digested by the action of other pancreatic and bile secretions. The digested food is absorbed by the body as it passes through the small intestine and moves through the large intestine and rectum.
Constipation, defined medically as fewer than 3 stools per week, usually is caused by the slow movement of stool through the colon. Causes of constipation: medications, poor bowel habits, low fever diet, abuse of laxatives, hormonal disorders, etc. Two disorders limited to the colon are colonic inertia and pelvic floor dysfunction. A complication of dehydration is diarrhea. It's the condition of having 3 or more losses or liquid bowel movement per day. It's an increase in the frequency of bowel movements, an increase in the loosening of stools or both. is caused by increased secretion of fluid into the intestine, reduced absorption of fluid from the intestine, and rapid passage of stool through the intestine. Thank you very much.